Hello guys, and welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be streaming some XP11. There it goes. And we're going to be flying today from Salt Lake City to Albuquerque as DAL440. We'll be flying using the latest version of the Zibo mod, which is one of my favorite aircraft at the moment. Let me see here. Right now we're on the ground here in Salt Lake City. We are in a pretty much a cold and dark state. I just wanted to try out some changes that had been made to the Zibo mod, and I decided to do a cold and dark setup. So one of the big changes they did was Zibo now has open doors that you can open and actually have the aircraft service properly, which is really cool. It's a nice kind of immersion thing, cool for screenshots. They also changed some of the liveries, so unfortunately we're kind of stuck with default liveries, which is no biggie. I'm sure the painters out there will fix things, but along the winglets, if you use one of the older liveries, you can no longer use the winglets on it, and I didn't like that, so we're just using default liveries for now. So we're going to go ahead and hop up into the flight deck here, and we're going to get the aircraft fired up. We are on the ground here. I do have us on ground power at the moment. So we're going to get the aircraft set up and ready to go. Let me hop in here really quick and get some checklists up. So we'll do the preliminary pre-flight. And that's going to involve going up to our overhead panel and making sure that the battery switch is set. Oh, I keep forgetting I changed all my views again. The battery switch is closed and guarded. We'll go ahead and get the ground power on. Get the aircraft a little bit of light here so we can get things going. And we'll go ahead and turn the battery on, close the switch. That's good there. And then we're going to start boarding shortly, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get the APU started. I'm going to go ahead and do the emergency lights as well, since we're going to have passengers on board. And I want to go ahead and get the APU started, so we'll start up the APU here. We're going to take the switch on position and hold it 1, 2, 3, and 4. Release the switch. Go ahead and get our position lights on and our logo lights. You hear the APU starting to fire up. I'm going to bleed off just for now until I can get everything set up the way I like it. The APU is up. Go ahead and put it on bus, and we'll get the air on for the packs. Alright. You see our screens are starting to come to life here. Let's go over to our tablet here and go through this. So that is good. Good. So IRS needs to be mode selected, needs to be taken to the off position and then to nav. So let's go up to the overhead panel and we'll do that really quick. So that's way up here. I don't have a view for the upper overhead panel because I never use this. I usually don't do cold and dark. God, that's really screwy. I'm sorry. So we're going to be off position and then to nav. So we'll take this one to nav. This one to nav. Okay. Voice recorder is checked. Flight deck access. Guard is closed. Emergency equipment has been checked. ELT light is closed. Passenger lights. PSEU light is extinguished and GPS light is extinguished. Service interval is off. Engine panel is set. Oxygen panel is set. Landing gear light is illuminated. Flight deck recorder guard is closed. Stall warning test. Let's go ahead and do our stall warning test really quick. We'll go up here to the top. Do our stall warning test. Stick shaker on my side works. And stick shaker on that side works. Alright. That flipping is driving me nuts, but we'll deal with that in another time. Let's go ahead and go down to our CDU here and we'll get our initial position set up so the FMC, or not the FMC, but the IRS knows what to do from there. So we are currently at Salt Lake City, and we're going to grab the GPS position here and use that to set the IRS position. We can go ahead and program our route while we're down here. So we're going from Salt Lake City to Albuquerque. And we have a route pre-planned already. We're taking the Rugged 1 departure.
That was 7431, spot 2250. Sky 7431, ground link through the left taxi via Bravo.
So we're taking, sorry, I have the ATC on too, I was kind of listening. I don't have the Rugged 1. I know my FMC database is out. Okay, so hang on a second, that flight plan's not going to work then. Let me do this. That is my fault. I need to update my ARAC. I just haven't had the time or the cash to do so. So we will just grab a different flight plan. Alright guys, it'll take me just a second to do this. I just have to find a different flight plan. Alrighty, so this is what we're going to do. Since I don't have that arrival or departure programmed in, I'm just going to do it by hand. So we're going to plan for 3-4 right today. And we will go back to our route here. And we'll just do this by hand. So our first waypoint is Hop 2, so H-O-P. O. Alright, and then from there we're going to Leones, Zulu, India, Oscar, November, Zulu. Okay, so that's not in the database, so we're gonna have to do maybe some not so legit flight planning here. Give me just a second. I will have to update my ARAC before the next stream because I am way behind now. So let me try some more time. Zulu, India, Oscar, November, Zulu. Just to make sure I didn't type it in wrong. So yeah, it's not in the database. No biggie.
626 down.
Okay.
626 is already showing a close thing.
Just 1 second here, I'm working on this. So we'll go to Cougar and then Ramen, R-O-M-N, I can talk, R-O, Mike, November. That's also not in database. Okay.
And it's 146, push your discretion size radio. Relocate and you're going to the hangar.
You're on ELO next, so Oscar.
And you're coming off box 7, you said?
Alright, and then we're going to go to Risk, RSK. Alright, and then from there it should just be a normal flight plan, so I will close that. On the J15. Tanner. P-A-N-E-R. And then we'll do our arrival into Albuquerque, which is going to be the Curly 3 arrival, Tanner transition, then on the ILS runway 8. Okay. So let's check a flight plan out here, make sure everything looks good. So we are going direct to Cougar, and then I guess you could say that as Please, Risk, Pumps, Tanner, Curly, Albuquerque VOR, and Simster, Unicker, I don't know how you'd say that. Unker, I don't know. Jalab, Giselle, and then runway 8. Sounds good to me. I need to do a flight plan while I'm thinking about it here. I'm sorry, not a flight plan, but a fuel plan. Let's see here. KSLC-KABQ. 15,426 pounds of fuel is what they're asking for. Let's do fuel. 15,000. Okay. Oh, it's back in kilograms again. Every time I update this thing, it does this, and I have to go back and change this myself. Let me turn that ATC down just a notch. Not loud. Okay. Let's see. Aircraft config maybe. Libs. Yeah, let's put it in pounds. Checklist. Making sure there's nothing else that's changed that I want to change. Play options. I like the LED strobes. But scimitar, steering lights are LEDs. Okay, yeah, so we're good there. Let's go back to our fuel weight and balance. That's really going to change things. So, yeah, we're not taking 34,000 pounds of fuel with this. We're taking 15.5. And then our payload, we're taking 175 packs today. So 38,250 is our payload today. We'll just run out of 38.3. Alright. Look, the IRS is aligned now. That's a good thing. Go back down to our CDU, get back to work here. Zero fuel weight is done. Reserve fuel is saying I'm supposed to have 7,000 in reserves for this flight, so we'll do 7.0. Cost index of 35, and we are going up to 35,000 feet today. Okay, that is done. We'll select our outside air temperature as plus 9 degrees Celsius. Flaps are going to be 5 for departure. And looks like our V1 is going to be 138, VR 140, and V2 147. Alright, so the FMC is set. Yeah, FMC is set and good to go. Let's go back over here and get back to our checklist. Preliminary pre-flight. Stall warning test is done. Manual gear extension doors closed. Parking brake is set. I guess that is the end of that checklist. We will do CDU pre-flight is done. Initial data, navigation data, it's all done. Captain pre-flight. Lights are good. EFIS control panel is set. Mode control panel is set. Oxygen is tested and set. Clock is set. Noseable steering is closed. Display select panel is set. Engine takeoff config light extinguished. Cabin altitude light is extinguished. Light test is good. Standby trim is extinguished. Flight instruments are checked. Standby instruments are checked. Standby RMI is set. Speed brake lever is down. Detent. I think that's supposed to be detent. Reverse thrust levels are down. Forward thrust levers are closed. Flap lever is set. It's on there twice. Parking brake is set. Engine start levels are cut off. Stabilizer trim cutout is normal. VHF nav radios are set for departure. Audio control panel is set. Seat is adjusted. Rudder pedals are adjusted. And seat belts are adjusted. That is good. Alright. So let us go ahead and do this. Let's go up here. Go to our pressurization panel really quick, and we will set our altitude. We're going 35,000 feet today, and Albuquerque Airport. It's 5,300 is the altitude of the Albuquerque Airport. Okay. The pressurization panel is set. Let's go ahead and get that on. Get that on. Let's go back over here and do start flight leg.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please recheck the security of your seatbelt.
Okay, passengers are getting boarded up. Go ahead and turn the fuel pumps on because we're going to start the engines. Alrighty. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn the window heat on and the probe heat on. Yaw damper can come on. Just checking your red panel, make sure I'm not missing anything. You can hear our passengers boarding up. Galley's on, that's all good. Fuel pumps are set. Getting low pressure on the spoilers, that's normal because we have not done everything else we need to do. Alright, a little bit of lag there as we change views. Let's do this, let's play with this really quick. The new lighting system, which I really like. Alright, she's going to close the cockpit door for us. I think she will. Usually when she said everybody's on board, she closes the cockpit door. But if she won't do it, I will. Grab the door. And close it. That'll make it a little quieter. And we will go ahead and make sure that door is locked. Alright. And all we need to do now is get our altimeters. So, currently, it is altimeters are 3012 here in Salt Lake. 3012. And that one is set. 2 is set. Let's go over to the first officer side. We'll set his for him. 3004. Okay, 3012 is set. Alright, so I believe we are ready for departure. Let's go ahead and get the doors closed. Okay. We go ahead and dismiss the ground service vehicles. So we are ready for departure. Plugins. We'll go ahead and drive away all. And we'll go ahead and get better pushback up and prepare for our departure. Alright, so this looks like maybe an S-turn push. So what we'll do is we will have them take us out this way. Past the perimeter road, and then give us a nice 180. We will be good to go.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Sweet, will do. Let's get ground services here. We will set move chocks, disconnect the GPU, and we'll request our pushback.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Alright, so let us go ahead and welcome our passengers on board really quick with a welcome aboard message from the flight deck.
Good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, I'd like to welcome you on board. We're ready up front. Everybody's closed up outside. We're just waiting to get some of our performance numbers and the clearance from air traffic control, and we should be underway. It's our pleasure having you on board with us today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Should be underway here shortly. Thanks for flying with Delta today.
Alright, so our welcome aboard speech is done. Head back up front. Alright, so pushback driver is driving up. Auto brakes to RTO. Let's go ahead and set the MCP here for our flight today. Ooh, getting big lag spikes.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Copy that. You're clear to connect. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our MCP set here. Up to 35,000 feet. There it is. And set our initial speed. We'll say something around 225 or so. Alright. Good arm the flight directors here. Alrighty. So I believe we are pretty much ready. We'll go ahead and turn on the collision light because we'll be starting shortly. Go ahead and turn off that bleed.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, copy. Parking brake is off. You guys are clear to push.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and start number 2 first. And we're going to monitor. Will do. Go ahead and monitor the start of that motor. So what we're looking for down here is 25% N2, and then we'll add the fuel. There's 20. And there's 25. So we can add fuel now. And monitor the engine start sequence. Alright, it's a good start. The start switch has snapped back to normal position, so we'll go ahead and start number 1. Pretty much the same procedure for number 1. Monitor our N2 and wait for 25. Alright, and there is 25. We can add the fuel. We can monitor our pushback from the cabin because this is a pretty cool pushback.
All passengers must be seated with your seatbelt securely fastened, your tray tables and carry-in items stowed, your seat backs in the upright and locked position, and your aisle armors are lowered.
And this is absolutely one thing I love about X-Plane is you don't get this, and the Zibo mod, I mean it's not just X-Plane, but you don't get this realism like this in P3D, it just doesn't happen. The cabin sound effects, the flight attendant announcements, I mean this is a free mod.
In just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features.
for X-Plane.
Kindly ask that you please direct your attention to the video monitors and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a frequent flyer. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta. Our first priority on every flight is safety. So before we depart, I'll be giving a brief safety presentation. Okay, be sure all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items under the seat in front of you.
Back up on the flight deck here. We'll get the engines on bus, generators on bus, and we'll get some air flowing for the packs. Okay, and now that those are on bus, we can shut down the APU. I'll go back to the
As long
back
as all
cabin.
cellular functions are disabled. Larger electronic devices like laptops should be turned off and stowed until we're airborne. And the Princess rode off into the sunset. The end. Please note some electronic devices may not be used in flight at any time. You'll find additional information regarding electronic devices in the in-flight information section of Sky Magazine. This plane features Wi-Fi. and internet access will be available while we're above 10,000 feet. If you're seated at an emergency exit, please review the responsibilities for emergency exit seating on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
Are you willing and able to assist with the operation of the exit if necessary?
Yes. No.
If you're unable to perform these functions, please let us know, and we'd be happy to find you another seat.
Alright, looks like our push is complete. Head back out to the flight deck.
As we leave the gate, make sure...
It's almost complete. And while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and finish checklists up here. The transponder is set, parking brake, ground handling, after pushback, and...
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Alright, so let's get the parking brake on for them. Brakes are set, you're clear to disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And we will go ahead and get the hydraulic pumps on. There we go. They're coming alive. We can go ahead and set that to auto. Is good there. Alright, overhead panel is good. Alright. I'll wait for them to disconnect, and then we'll go ahead and set our flaps for departure.
4 doors, 2 on each side, and 4 window exits over the wings. The forward doors have detachable slides that can be used for flotation. Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center of the plane. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign.
Alright, flaps 5 is
However,
set.
if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility
Do a
is
flight control
reduced,
check.
lights will illuminate
Alright.
the aisles to guide you to an exit.
Full left.
Please take a moment to find the exit.
Tow is disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Neutral. Butters.
It's
Full
unlikely,
left.
but if cabin pressure changes, the panels
Alright.
above your seat will open, revealing
neutral.
oxygen mask.
Alright, let's go back to our checklist here. Engine starts, that's all good. We've done all this already. Should have went through the checklist, but I know the checklist. Alright. So before taxi, generators are on, probe heat is on, anti-ice is as needed, it is off for this flight today. Off, pack switches are auto, isolation valve is auto, APB is off. Go ahead and set our start switches to continuous. And that is done. Engine start levels are idle, is done. Ground equipment is clear. Flaps are set to 5. Flight controls are checked. And lower DU, let's blank that really quick. And then we'll be good to go. Alright, it is blanked. Alright, go back here. And we'll have our takeoff checklist ready to go. So we're going to 3-4 today. 3-4 right. So... Let me zoom out a little bit here. Three, 4, right. Alright, let's get our taxi lights on and we'll get on our way. Alright, here we go. Almost forgot something. I almost forgot to set our... I forgot to do that. Because we don't have, well, our rudder pedals only work on the, I don't have a tiller control, so. Add a little power here to get us going. Lag spike there. Scenery always gives me lag spikes. Alrighty. Let's make our way down to 3-4 right for departure.
Where you guys parking?
22. First to 6 southwest of 5-8. Good night.
Great.
Alright. Get down the end here, we'll do our takeoff checks and then we'll be good to go. Back here. Always looking good. I love those split scimitars.
Dog 723, Southern Tower, runway 34 right. Delta 723 to 1330 at 10. Turn left.
Alrighty.
There 10, runway 35, clear for takeoff. Turn right, join I-15 south.
Alright. Go ahead and set the brake here. We'll do our before takeoff checks and we'll be good to go. So let's go to checklist here.
22.
Takeoff. Runway has been verified. Strobe lights are going to be coming on. Let's see here. Strobes are on. Taxi light can come off. Landing lights can come on. Off lights on. Transponder is set. Fixed landing lights are on. Alright, we can take the runway.
Runway 34 right, fully clear for takeoff. Runway 29, just plan on fully.
Alrighty. throttles here. Almost rolling takeoff here. And so throttles to 40% in one. That's good. And we'll hit the toga button. Alright, here we go. Airspeed's alive.
80 knots.
Cross-checked.
Targeting. Guys with 433 visual, 34 right.
433 Salt Lake Tower, Louis 320, traffic apart, runway 34 right to land.
Little 34 right, guys, 54. D1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Positive climb. You're up. Trying there to help me out.
$400.
ESO. It's a little windy out there. You can feel it.
About your 1 o'clock and 2 miles with the Diamond Star 6000 northbound rising 2.
Get the autopilot on.
1,000.
Graduation to separation if you would join I-15 southbound.
We will get on a heading to our Alright, we'll start cleaning the airplane up. Flaps coming up. Autopilot disconnect, that's weird. See message, not intercept heading. Okay, yeah, it's fine, we're working on it. On an intercept heading, you might turn the green radar on. Let's go ahead and go direct to Cougar. All right. So that was doing its thing. Beautiful climb out of Salt Lake today. 10,000 feet, we can go ahead and let the flight attendants know, let them up. Turn lane lights off. And enjoy the flight from this point of view for just a little bit. And while we're climbing out, I'm going to take a brief break, and I will be back as we get to cruise.
Bird 89 Papa, contact Denver Center 133.17.
will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Skywest 3099, descending maintain flight level 300. Blue 802, contact Denver Center 135.12. So 2918 flight. JetBlue 320, amend your altitude, please climb and maintain flight level 290. JetBlue 320, after leg B, you're cleared direct Sierra Papa Sierra. Skywest 3099, contact Salt Lake Center 133.99. November 4, Kilo Whiskey, contact Denver Center 128.30. Last West 420, descend and maintain flight level 300. 1370, contact Salt Lake Center 133.45.
Alaska 1357, contact Salt Lake Center 121.15 today.
23 Salt Lake Center, signal, time. Roger 145, Salt Lake. Romeo down, Salt Lake. Major 92, Catholic. Conquest 420, contact Salt Lake Center 133.9er, 33.9er. Traffic is your 11 moving cover clock 12 miles westbound.
It's actually a really pretty shot right there. So I apologize, guys, for the period of silence. I had to step out for just a minute. I want to get this shot though. This is pretty. Ooh, that's kind of loud. Hang on. Something about that. Ooh, let's bring that way down. Yeah, look at that view though. That's X-plane for you. Looks like we're going through a little bit area of turbulence, but man, that looks amazing. I have to say, for a freeware airplane, this beats the tar out of anything that I can talk here. Anything that X-plane, not X-plane, but PMDG has ever put out. I mean, this airplane is amazing. Oh, I have an autopilot disconnect. It's weird. Second time it's done that. I need to set my altimeters for standard. Let's do that really quick. I'm wondering if some of the view controls that I'm using are assigned to aircraft controls too. I may not be able to use those in cabin views anymore for the rest of the stream, just until I figure out what the issue is with those, with that point of view, and why it's causing the autopilot, if I can talk, autopilot to disconnect. But man, that is absolutely amazing looking out the window there. Let's go ahead and do our climb checks. We're a little late for them, but we can do them anyways. It's at above 10,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off so our passengers can get up and move about the cabin. Let's do that. Seatbelt sign. Going to come off. We'll make our seatbelt sign announcement too. It's a shame we won't be able to hear it. You can kind of hear it. But yeah, you can kind of hear it a little bit. But anyways, go back to our checklist here. Altimeters are set and cross-checked. That's done. RMP for arrival is verified. And we'll be ready for the descent checklist when we get to that point in our flight. Well, yeah, I am a P3D convert. A lot of people ask, you know, how did you get into X-Plane? I've been messing around in flight sim since I was a kid. I mean, my first flight simulator was Flight Sim 98. Although before that, I played a lot of flight sim games with my father. My father was a big flight person. He used to play a game on his computer that came on a 5.5-inch floppy disk. It was called Red Baron. And pretty much it was like a dogfighting style flight sim game, and we played with a really old school joystick, and it was cool. It was, you know, and that's what really got me into flight sim. And I grew up flying a lot. My mom is a flight attendant, so I get to fly a lot more as a kid than most people do. You know, it was every couple of weeks we were going somewhere different just for fun. So yeah, I really got into aviation. I work in aviation. Yeah, I really do enjoy flight sim. I would love to be a pilot. I have certain limitations that mean I can't be a real world pilot, but nothing I can't do in flight sim, at least. So yeah, that's what got me into flight sim. In the last 10 years, I've logged over 3,500 hours in flight sim. That's a lot, I know. But I enjoy it. It's something I really enjoy doing, and it's something I would like to start streaming more if people enjoy watching it. So I hope you guys are enjoying flight sim stream. These are really loud. I need to turn that down a little bit more. I had these adjusted, and then I closed them, and then they're not adjusted anymore. So let's drop those down just a few degrees in volume there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into another window here and just take a look at the stream on my screen. I can just see how it's looking. I'll make sure I turn the audio off so there's no echo. I just kind of like to pop in every once in a while and see how it's looking.
Contact on center 35.1235 today. Number 250 runway golf, maintain total 300.
Yeah, it looks pretty good on stream. Graphics are looking good, it's smooth. I really can't wait to get a new computer so I can actually max X-Plane out and make it look good. I'm also really pumped about the X-Plane 3.0, 11.30 update, which is going to add tons of better effects. It's supposed to increase frame rates. It's going to be pretty cool to have that in the sim. But yeah, and while we're doing that, I'm going to hop into another tab here and just take a look at the flight sim streaming community and see what everybody else is streaming, because it always interests me to see, you know, what other people are flying. Might pop into a few streams, give some subs out. Let's see, flight simulator. And people ask me too, why do you stream Flight Simulator X P3D? Sorry. Oh man, I'm going up some big hitters tonight. I've got, oh yeah, there's a Pilot Edge event going on. That's why. Yeah, I'm definitely down at the bottom. Rip. Someone's flying a good looking Dash 8 on there. What model is that? That must be TP3D. Oh, that might be X-Plane. I know I look at it, it's not that good looking. No, it's definitely Flight Simulator X. Or P3D. It could be P3D. Yeah, it's Flight Sim X. I see the menu bar now. Let's see, who else is online tonight? Let's see who's streaming. Well, a bunch of people streaming tonight. Doing some X-Plane streaming. I appreciate other streamers. I love to watch other people's setups. Let's say we got one to go. Someone's flying the. Oh yeah. Someone's flying the 737 too. Oh sweet! Someone else is flying from Salt Lake City. They're flying from Salt Lake City to Ypsilanti. That's pretty cool. Clear Charter 737 on VATSIM. I really need to get VATSIM set up with X-Plane. I haven't messed with it yet. I haven't got the model matching set up yet. It's something I'm going to do because I enjoy flying on VATSIM. So it's definitely something you're going to see on this channel. I really want to look into Pilot Edge. I just haven't checked it out yet. But definitely something I plan on looking into. Pop our head out this window here, see what it looks like. Man, it's a really dark night flight. Man. Alright. He's got a FMC message here. And using reserve fuel, that's fine. We have lots of fuel. 6.3 is what we're going to land with, so I'm okay with that. Let's see, looks like we've got somebody flying an Airbus.
Contact Sully 7127.9, do you get it?
I said he's streaming Flight Sim, but I don't know what he's streaming, to be honest. Definitely doesn't look very Flight Sim-y. Anyways, enough looking at other people's channels. Go check mine out. Not that far. 120 miles.
Alpha 673, contact Sully Center 1.
264. We'll hop up and switch our legs a little, take a look out the view. Yeah, it's a cool view. I've always liked that. Oh, it's hurting my PC though. It does not like to see that view. There we go. That's the view. Right there. We'll set it right there for a few minutes. I like that. It looks good. Look, Ma, no hands. take another brief break. I'll be right back.
United 930 at 350, smooth right. 930, sorry, stand up. Chevrolet 34, 50332. Chevrolet 34, 500. 2932, contact Salt Lake Center, question Seattle Center 118.62, good day. Roger, and one of looks like I'm going to be required to read today by instruction channel line 1.1 nautical miles northwest of KCHL on the 155 half out.
Like my phone, my computer charges, and the computer started freaking out. I'll be right back at the charge.
Center flight 571, descend maintain, follow 300.
Alright, got my charger, I'm back.
1465, contact Salt Lake Center 119.75, good day. Center flight 145, contact Salt Lake Center 128.35, good day. Allegiant 92 at 10, contact Salt Lake Center 127.7, good day. 27.7, Allegiant 92 10, over.
I always like flying out west. It's so pretty out here.
Allegiant 92 10, flight level 370. Budget 9, Allegiant 92 10, budget 10. your flight 571, contact Sully Center 133.9, good day. First your flight 571, my mistake. Try him on 2792, 127.9 or 2.
Not much longer to go. Look at the Salt Lake. I need to poke the ensign in now. My battery's gonna die. Alright, that problem's sorted out. Now my headset won't die. I can't wait for them to update some of these liveries. I'm gonna miss flying, you know, the new colors of Southwest and all that.
XP11 406, Sully Center. Southwest 2511, Sully Center, rider shipping multiple space. Contact Sully Center 133.4, good day. Go on, do it again. 7378, go to approach, Butte Airport, for traffic cancellation of frequency with flight service, change to about frequency is approved. Southwest 2475, contact Sully Center 128.35, good day. Shed 1327, contact Sully Center 127.75, good day. Chevrolet 34, contact Sully Center 124.35, good day. 10.35, Chevrolet 34. Same thing about light truck, do it again. What's 2435, Roger. JetBlue 834 is always on. Sully Center, Roger, radar contact over the Rural VOR, climb maintain 12350. Ride 962, leaving 900,000, cleared, direct Dickinson. Southwest 2314, Sully Center, Roger, should be mostly soon.
Check the map out here. This is a cool feature.
Bus 413, contact Sully Center 128.35, good day.
Trying to give us an idea of where we're at in the world. Like halfway, I would say, from Albuquerque. Never tried this. Let me check this out. The routing function of the tablet here.
2378, Citric cancel airport. 2378, traffic cancel insurance, free cash booth, have a good day.
I wish you could make the flight plan show on the tablet. That would be cool. There's the menu. Nothing in there about, I don't want that anymore. Can I go back? No, how do I close the menu? That's the menu button again, maybe? I don't know. There it goes. That's kind of cool.
And 930, contact Salt Lake Center on 133.25 today.
I still really like that view. I didn't disconnect my autopilot. I think it's the other view I have set up just next to the autopilot. Let me go here and let's do this. Change the lighting in the cabin to cruise. I should have set it to night sleep. And if we go back to the cabin here and look around, you see the cabin lighting changes. So that's the current setting. We'll set it to cruise. And we'll go back again. And now it's purple. That's so cool. I love the new interior they did. Someone said there's passengers that you can add. I don't know how to do that. Maybe in displays. No, it's not under there. Realism settings. Nope. Visual effects, maybe? Oh, okay, so there we go. Let me show passengers. Alright, let's go back to the cabin and see if we see anybody. I don't see anybody. I don't think it works. I kind of want to explore the cabin, this new cabin they set up for us. I don't think it works though, for passengers. Go back. Let's try this. Try one more time. Visual effects, passengers. Yeah, I don't think it works. Or maybe I broke it. I don't know. Something I did. Let's check out the new cabin. I think there's some stuff you can do in here now. We'll hop up out of our seat here. Got the whole plane to ourselves, apparently. I love the lighting. It's so cool. And that they added the new Boeing Sky interior. Let me see here. Hopefully me navigating this cabin doesn't break anything. Or turn off the autopilot or something. I want to check out the back galley area because supposedly there's some clickable stuff back here, maybe. or some Easter eggs. I wonder if the lavatories are modeled. Let's find out. Ooh, hello. Hey, Slim Sal. Hey, I appreciate the follow, man. Thanks for stopping in. Anyways, are the labs modeled? I don't think they are. Let's see. If I put my head in here, does it break the game? Oh, you can't even go in there. Okay. So the labs aren't modeled. Let's see if there's any Easter eggs back here. I don't see anything. Nothing that stands out to me as an Easter egg. Jump seats aren't modeled. Oh, that's cool. They modeled the window here. That's actually pretty cool. Hey, Slim, what's up, man? Welcome to the Panda crew. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's go back up front. I don't think there's any cool things up front. I don't know why the passengers don't show in mine. Maybe it's a glitch in the file, or I don't know. I'm not too sure. Let me check in the flight deck, make sure we haven't broke something while playing around with this. Oh, everything's still good. Alright. I don't know. I get really nervous now because the last time I changed to the inside view, it disconnected the autopilot. So I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't be pressing buttons, but pressing buttons is fun. I don't know. I'm trying to get... There we go. Oh, look. What is this? This is an Easter egg. I don't understand. It must be a meme that I don't get. I don't know. I don't know who that dude is. Maybe I'm stupid? I probably am. Check the front galley out. Let's see what's going on here in the front galley. Oh, that's kind of cool. They modeled some Coke cans and stuff up here. That's pretty sweet, actually. Got some cups and some... I think that's Bud. And this is, of course, is Coke. Ginger ale. Orange juice, it looks like. What else we got here in the galley? Let's see. Coffee pots modeled. That's kind of cool. It looks like there's some lights. The galley has some lights to it. That's really sweet. Crack open the flight deck door. We'll head back up front. Enough of our excursion into the cabin. Pop back into our seat here. Alright. Go ahead and have a seat. Let's check out our route status here, see how far we got to go to Albuquerque. Showing 252 miles left en route to Albuquerque and 162 miles until top of descent. So pretty much it's just sit back and enjoy the flight kind of thing at this moment. There's not much to do. Airplane's on autopilot and flying normally.
Delta 2918, contact Lake Center 133.45, connect.
Everything seems to be going. Mess around in the tablet some more and see if we can't see anything else that's changed in this model. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I had to put my cat off my desk. He was getting ready to start pressing buttons, so I can't have that. Alright, let's see. Anything else new? Visual effects? No, that's nothing new there. Anything new in here? I don't see anything new in here from the last version. I think the big thing was the cabin and the new winglets, which we can definitely hop outside and take a look at. The new winglets in this thing. So, the scimitars are not new. Contrails are so broken still. I cannot wait to get XP11 11.3. But I think they changed the way the model is on the winglets. They look really good, I have to say. It looks pretty amazing. They were going through a little patch of turbulence, a little bit of bump there. Yeah. I don't understand what this is about. Because I didn't have those contrails like that before. I always had the crappy gray ones that came with XP11. I don't know if this is like a glitch on the new Zibo mod. I don't really know. It's really kind of crummy though that I can't get the new ones. I cannot wait for that to drop on Steam though. So, bring our audio back up for X-Plane.
349, climb maintain, follow 390. Southwest 2314, contact Salt Lake Center 127.9 or 2, good day.
Like I said, not much to do. Just kind of hang out, and if I was a real pilot, I'd be sitting back reading my newspaper right about now. So you can look out the window. That's about all there is to do. I'm going to turn the tablet off for now. This view seems to be a little bit better.
121.15 today.
I really can't wait until my new PC gets here and I can start messing around with Ortho for XP. I could do it now, but it would just tank my frame rate even further than it already is at this point. So right now I've got X-Plane, I'm not going to say running smooth, but smoother. I mean, I average around 25 frames per second, so it's definitely not super great, but it's not awful either. It's a lot better than I got in P3D. I will say that for sure. Hop back to my view back here. A little wing flex there. Definitely getting in some turbulence.
JetBlue 834, contact over 7133.17, good day. Switch at 92, can change to my frequency on 132.4. Thanks for 7,000 discretion, maintain 17,000, movement altimeter is going to be 3012. Take a look. 406, clear direct diamond.
So, the sim cell, what flight sim do you fly on, man? Are you a X-Plane user? Are you a P3D user? Just curious.
Every 342 is with you. Let's start to pick up a little light chop at here at 370. Yeah, 342, Southern Center, Roger. All right, both an occasional light chop up for us. All right, thank you, sir. Hit up at 472-330. What's 4725 there? Expojet 557, contact Salt Lake Center, 124.35, good day. 439, Expojet 557. Website 39, contact Salt Lake Center, 133.25, good day. That was for Southwest 2511 only.
Let's hop back up front here and just make sure we're not missing anything.
557, Salt Lake Center, Roger. Getting 96, was that you also trying to check on?
Alright, let's
American 896, Salt Lake Center.
take a peek down here and see how we are doing for...
Flight 795, contact Salt Lake Center, 128.35.
Alright, so we're almost to Romeo Sierra Kilo. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Albuquerque weather. See what's going on at Albuquerque at the moment. We're still a little ways away, it's kind of early. We'll check it again before arrival, but we'll go ahead and get the weather currently. This song is kind of fire, I like it. Alright, so currently at Albuquerque, winds are 120 at 7. 10 statute miles visibility broken at 2,500 feet. Altimeter is 3005. Alright, so that... We should be good for 080 landing. I'm just going to double check that with another source here. Okay, so it's good. Alright. Yeah, that's good VTAR information. It's valid. Let's fire the tablet back up here because we'll need checklists pretty soon. Meanwhile, we'll enjoy our view a little bit more. We've got a little ways to go until top of descent. Let's hop back down here real quick and see what our progress is. So 200 miles to go to Albuquerque, 111 nautical miles to go to top of descent. And our computer is showing a little bit over. Let's see where we're at in flight. I'm showing about 23 minutes left in flight on my computer, probably a little bit longer than that. And that's just the ACARS program that I use for my virtual airline. And sometimes it's not always accurate. Right. I'm kind of looking to maybe get the new Coronado. They just released their Citation 550 for X-Plane, and that was one of my absolute favorite planes to fly in P3D. I love doing business jet flights. It's pretty cool. And this airplane looks amazing. So I may end up pulling the trigger on this thing. I really wish I had Reality XP's GTN program. That would be amazing as well. but I do not. I really want to get the Hot Start TBM. That's on my list for sure. I've read so many good things about that airplane. I don't currently have it, but I definitely plan on getting it. I absolutely love flying turboprops, and that is, I would say that's probably the first actual, because people use this term very loosely, the study level term. Okay, I'm not going to get in the whole hoopla about that, but I think that the TBM is the first actual study level aircraft for X-Plane. It's got so many features. You can control the maintenance on your aircraft. I mean, it just does some really cool stuff. So it's definitely something I'd probably end up buying for sure. Let's see, we just got to pop up. Alright, from this. We're doing good on fuel. We're going to land with plenty of reserves left. Oh, we are good on everything. We go back to perusing the X-Plane forums. I'm always looking for new stuff. While we were flying, kind of gives me something to do. Yeah, there's a couple airplanes that I really want to get for X-Plane. For sure, when I get the Flight Factor A320, I am a little concerned about frame rate and if it will run on my computer or not. So, I definitely have a lower end PC, and I've heard some that it doesn't run on, doesn't like low end PCs. So, I may just try it out and take the hit, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's only one way to find out. I really miss demos. I really wish that they would allow people to try their products before you buy it, because you'll never know how it's going to run on your PC until you try it out. I'm sure people abuse demos and all of that, and I won't get into that either, but I do miss demos. I miss being able to try things before I bought it. That's one of the nice things I liked about X-Plane is it had a demo you could try and see how it ran on your PC before you drop $60 to buy it. And that's one thing I really hate about the payware aircraft these days is you can't try it. It's either you buy it and it works and it's great, or you buy it, it doesn't work on your PC, or it lags or it crashes, and you're between $30 and $60 out of your pocket because you can't fly the aircraft. So that's my opinion on that. I'm just looking, I like going through the scenery on the X-Plane org and just seeing if anything new has dropped that I haven't flown into yet. So that's usually what I do. Is I'll hop on here and just kind of look and see, what kind of aircraft are available, what kind of new sceneries are out. And that's how I found the XNA scenery, because I didn't even have any idea that it had been released yet. And I'm just scrolling through here and I saw XNA for X-Plane 11. I'm like, ooh, that's my home airport. I'll take that in a hurry. And that's, in my personal opinion, probably one of the better freeware sceneries you can get for X-Plane at the moment. All the assets are custom made, and it runs incredibly smooth, and it looks amazing. The one that says that was Salt Lake, not Salt Lake, San Jose, an airport I fly to on the occasion. I haven't flown into it in X-Plane yet.
Agent 92, I'm showing you about 10 degrees west of course. This should be direct to Bogue when they're after Du Bois. Thanks. Contact Big Step Road 418.9 or 7. Let them know you were going back on course. Have a good day.
No new sceneries that I see that are catching my eye at the moment. Not there's been any new aircraft that have been dropped yet. There's a mod I was looking for, the realistic PFD colors for the Zibo mod. I had been looking for this and I could not find it, and here it is. But I don't know if it works in the new version or not yet, so I will not mess with that at the moment. Alright, let's see how we're doing here.
That's going to be 118.9 or 7.
Calling success 425 through 14.9 for 230.
Last class 420, Salt Lake Center, out of car, maintain follow 330.
30, last class 420.
How we're looking here. 64 miles till top of descent. Just pop back here to this view real quick.
American 1044, contact up to 4.32. That's for American 1044, contact up to 4.32.
Albuquerque Center, good evening. Frontier Flight 1676, flight level 338, climbing, flight level 350. That's 24-2 for zero pump noise.
Zero pump noise, you got 124.2. I think Frontier,
Yes, sir, 1676, flight level 342, flight to maintain, flight level 350.
Okay, 1676 up, thanks, sir. And we're going to maintain 400, maintain level 320.
car, FMC. Sounded like a message. A little bit of frame rate there.
Contact up to 4.32.
2432, Company 942.
Sorry, that's 29011. Good time to 7 up here. Gate 5 minutes. Contact up to 133. Correct, 133.030.
33 Company. Yep. 100.
Cruise 1835, contact Beach Road 128.65. Albuquerque, American 516, level 330. 3526 up to gate 1. Rear the right stud is good at 350, is that correct? That was earlier tonight. I would say that everything now is pretty good. Hopefully I have okay, thank you.
Hey, 1960, we're continuous light shop now at 350.
That's some of that upper grooming. Don't have any pretty in front of us right now, but it's 7 light.
Okay, a little heavy for 3-7 right now. You said there's nobody at 3-3 around us right now?
They're all about 150 miles ahead of you. I didn't keep planes out of control. We'll get a 435.
Yeah.
But the 1676 does correct. But there's 1676, they reckon.
Frontier Flight 1676, pretty smooth up here at 350.
And then 16, that's there above. Above it's like about 75 miles, 350. Not sure how many miles right there, but that's one good one.
Yeah, we'll wait it out. Thanks.
But there's 1676, new code for you, squad 0715.
0715, Frontier Flight 1676.
743, get any shop, the ship's driven about 70 or so miles away. Both of those for you.
740, Roger. We're in,
Hop in the front here and see how we are doing. 38 miles till top of descent.
Up 115.45, contact up here, 12. Sorry, I think that's 133.033.
Up over the other side of the airplane too, it looks like over there. Hop up my seat here. I mean, I have the whole airplane to myself, so for some reason my passengers don't load in. Let's see what it looks like from here. Alright. Interesting view. Definitely see that scimitar a little better from this point of view. Go back up front. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign back on. We'll get everybody seated here.
Please recheck the security of your seatbelt.
Alright. We will go ahead and make our arrival announcement, ascent announcement.
Hey, good afternoon, folks. From the cockpit, starting a slow descent at this time. We would like to ask you to return your seats, fasten up your seatbelts for the duration of the flight. Been a pleasure having you on board with us. Thanks for flying with Delta today. I can fly attendants. Go ahead and prepare the cabin for our arrival, please.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our initial descent. At this time, we ask that you kindly begin to recheck the security of your seatbelt. And if you've removed any items from the overhead bins, please begin to refill them.
Go ahead and get our NCP set up. And we'll go down to 10,000 initially. We'll do 9,000. Should be good.
Center, Zibo 150. 150. You know what kind of ride we can expect?
150. It sounds like you might get a little light shop around the brakes area. Just last month, probably 2 minutes, maybe 43 miles. I got this to get light shop, otherwise you're right.
Alright, because right now at 330 it's smooth.
Thank you very much. That's it for this.
Thank you.
Yeah, 1916, is that right? Approved for you.
Yeah, I'd say it's command flight shot now. That's a couple of lunches. What's the 378 you want? Yeah, 378. We're at 370. Food, other restaurant. That's the 378 other drinks and occasion line, Chuck. Other aircraft taken, please. American 84, now I gotta leave you over here for a moment. Your plate 1676, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32. 2432, your plate 1676. bridge 199, so maintain level 300. So maintain 300, bridge 199. So 1128 Albuquerque Center, expect occasional light drop. Alright. Double 150, last 14.
Or view in here.
12 o'clock, 8 miles, sun over 32330, west sun over 32340. King 150.
I want some drag. We'll go ahead and throw some speed brakes out for it. Help us slow down a little bit.
American 84, contact LA Center 133.2, good day. American 1658 Albuquerque Center, climb maintain level 350, expect occasional light drop. American 1658, climb maintain level 330. Alaska 740, contact Denver Center 125.67 tonight. Alright, Denver Center 125.67.
Alright.
Southwest 957, contact Phoenix Express 138.65 tonight. 2065, Southwest 957. American 303, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32 tonight. American 1958, contact LA Center 133.2, good night. Good night. contact LA Center 124.2, good night. 24.2, good night, 31. American 2390, contact LA Center 124.2, good night. 24.2, American 2390.
Check out, see what's going on here. Let me get some panel lighting on because it's starting to get a little dark. That was the view that broke my autopilot. I don't know. Turn on these lights. And let's get these lights. Alright. Make things a little easier to see. Getting in some turbulence here. Yeah, for sure, that wing is bouncing. Go ahead and double check the ATIS in Albuquerque. We're closer now. Alright. Let's pull the speed brakes off. Alright. Currently at Albuquerque, winds are 120 at 710 statute miles, broken 25,000 feet. Altimeter is 3005. Alright. Now let's do our checklist. Main altitude is verified. Let's go ahead and do our recall.
American 506, if it's smooth, it's
Good. Alright, let's do our VREF.
I've had occasional jobs, maybe between the air position and wind blowing 108. I don't have anybody right on in front of you at 35 for turn up.
40.
Anyway, we're getting a little bit of chop here. Why don't we give it a shot, and then we'll get to your report.
American 506, Sunday, can't hold over 350.
350, American 506.
Alright, 18,000 feet. We can go ahead and set the altimeters.
76 kilo, contact Albuquerque Center
Clear standard 3005 is Albuquerque altimeter at the moment. Alright, we'll go ahead and put those. 3005. Go to the first officer side and set his as standard. This is 300. Alright. Altimeters are set and cross-checked. Navigation radio set and verified. Auto brakes will be set to 2. Approach. Let's go ahead and just grab the ILS information just so we have it. Back here, tab, airport, KABQ, and we will grab the ILS for runway 8, 11190, 1119, oops, sorry, didn't mean to disconnect autopilot. I scrolled past the trim wheel and it just said nope. Let's see, nav 111990. Okay, that's set. And the course is 82. We'll just have it ready. We shouldn't need it, but we'll have it ready. And I am going to turn on the terrain radar. There's a significant mountain. We'll go ahead and go direct to Simster. Put the speed brakes out, just tap on the brakes a little bit.
You're not 351 uniform?
Alright.
Okay.
We definitely need speed
Yeah,
brakes.
they're
Go
still
back
looking
out.
for 1 uniform. So 836 off Tango, did they put you on me or are you just looking for that airplane? Remember 836 off Tango, did they put you on me as well or are you just looking for that airplane? Okay, remember 836 off Tango, Albuquerque, you can stay with me as well. And first kill altimeter is 3009. Delta 1272, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
Alright, we're sitting below 10.
Delta 2193.
Go ahead and turn on the landing lights.
133.2.
Notify the flight attendants.
JetBlue 358 Albuquerque.
And we will go ahead and have them prepare the cabin for arrival.
Class 1450, contact LA Center 133.2. November 3514, uniform Albuquerque.
Just gotta tap on the brakes a little bit here. We are definitely coming in. We'll go ahead and arm the approach. We'll set our speeds. We're gonna be busy, busy, busy. Going down here. Add in a couple notches of flaps to help us slow down. Reduce our speed a little bit more.
Yeah, Center American 516, we got a smooth right here at 350.
American 516.
Fast we go.
Albuquerque Center, Skyhawk 351, uniform, picking in at 9,400.
Number 3514, uniform Albuquerque.
Another notch of flaps in.
Altimeter is 2987.
2987.
We'll go ahead and throw the gear to help us slow down a little bit. We are definitely a little bit high, and we're a little bit hot too. So we'll throw the gear that'll help us our speed. Try to get on that glide path there if we can.
Albuquerque Air Transport 3044.
2,500.
2,500 feet.
Transport 3044, Albuquerque. How's the right from the head?
Having another notch of flaps in. You see that glide slope coming in now.
Albuquerque Center 124.32, good night.
We were right on the limit for those flaps too. Come on, get that glide slope in there. That'll help us slow down. There it is. We got the glide slope. Alright, so let's do the... quickly. Let's do the landing checklist. Full landing checklist. Landing ILS. Armed. Verified. Minimum gear levels down. 3 green. Top levers are set. Engine start switches are continuous. They are. Speed brake lever. Need to arm that really quick. Speed brakes are armed. Go ahead and set our speed here. 38. Other notch of flaps in. Armed. Armed. Flap lever is going to be set to 40 and set. We are good. This approach altitude is 8,000. Notch of flaps. Definitely looks like Albuquerque to me up there. Go ahead and disconnect the auto throttles, and I'm going to turn the music off. This is stereo cockpit time. Alright. Autopilot's off. I have control. So idle.
1,000.
Kill the alarm there. Sorry, guys.
Stabilized, missed approach altitude set.
Taking a little bit of wind in there. So flaps full.
Light slow.
Yeah, we definitely
Light slow.
got low there.
Light slow.
Kicked out that autopilot and it just went way to the right. It's fine. We can fix this.
500.
You don't get this though. Mind pulling around.
Light slow.
400.
The wind is kicking for sure.
300.
Light slow.
We're visual, so I'm gonna ignore the glide slope warning.
200.
Light slow. Light slow.
100.
Light slow. Light slow.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
It was not my best approach at all. Flight of noticeable down. Welcome to Albuquerque, folks. I have done many times better on approaches. That was awful. I kicked off the autopilot and it just... yeah. Anyways, we'll take this next high speed here. And pull the flaps up. Our speed slowed down a little bit. Let's get the lights set here. Put the APU on. Go step and steady. Alright. Slow down a little bit more. That approach was absolutely awful. I have done so much better so many times. I'm disappointed by that. We'll check the replay, but that was pretty terrible, I might say so. I mean, we landed on center line, we landed smooth, but my standards for myself are higher than that. Ooh, getting a little bit of frame rate. Oh, let's get that terrain radar off, that might help. Make our way over to the terminal and we'll do the replay and check out that landing. As terrible as it was. We were smashing on this taxiway.
Albuquerque, Chartrain 306, 15,500. Charge 306 Albuquerque Center, flight staff, altimeter 3016, and that's more than 1 hour old. 16, Charge 306.
Maybe should have went around. I don't know. That approach was something for sure. We kicked off that autopilot and it did not want to do anything.
American 506, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32, good night.
16.
Terminal up ahead. I do love this Albuquerque scenery that I have. It's amazing. Alright. Go ahead and get the APU on bus really quick. Okay. Since I don't have AI traffic, we can pretty much pick any gate. I think we'll go to that one down there at the end. I kinda like that one. All the way down at the end.
For uniform, contact Albuquerque Center, or Phoenix approach on 133.57.
Take a look at the outside view really quick. We're going all the way down to the end.
Number 6 off Tango, contact Phoenix approach 133.57, good night.
Alright.
Alaska 378, contact Albuquerque Center 124.32, good night. Zibo 2432, Delta Flight 378. A couple at once there, Alaska 378, Alaska 124.32. 3432, Alaska. Stop at 2222 Albuquerque. I'm sorry, 2222, we're at 360.
I might have nailed this. Those are Delta cards. This is probably a Delta gate.
26, Phoenix altimeter is 2987. 297, Pacific Eagle 6.
Alright. Let me get into a view here where I can see my marshaller. Boot up here to the window. There we go. Get over a little bit.
Same ahead, here's line.
Okay, a little bit to the right. Straight ahead. Alright. And stop.
United 240, 503.
Alright.
240 Albuquerque, Colorado.
Brakes are set. APU is on bus. You can go ahead and turn these to auto. Alright, we'll go back down over here. We'll go ahead and shut down the engines. glitch I always get when I shut down the engine in this airplane. Alright. Jet bridge will approach the aircraft as normal. Get this to stay off. There's always a bug that I always get. Plane just hates me. It's okay though. The collision lights can come off. APU bleed can come on. Fuel pumps. Good. Window heat off. Or sorry, probe heat off. Window heat off. Seatbelt sign off. Alright. Go over here to our tablet.
Center American 28, flight level 330. Don't want to jinx it. I'm pretty smooth right now. Correct 28 Albuquerque Center, case like that. Nah, I knew you were going to say that.
Alright, we'll get the ground vehicles up. We'll have catering. We'll just have all orders, full truck. Alright. Our passengers are deplaning. We'll go ahead and open up the flight deck door in case anybody wants to say bye to us. I don't know why they would after that horrible landing, but we can hope, right? Might have some fans out in the audience out there. Alright, and that is our flight to Albuquerque. I really hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to pop into replay mode, check out the replay, just see how it looks. And then I am going to be done for the night. My jet bridge decided not to work. Okay. Interesting. Let's get some air stairs then. Our passengers aren't just walking off into nowhere. Weird. It made it sound like it was coming up, but I don't know. Whatever. We'll just plane via stairs, I guess. And the stairs just drive right through the ambulance. Sweet. But we'll have the air stairs come up to the aircraft, and people can deplane via stairs, and then go up the airport another way. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I am going to hop into replay mode. We'll check out the replay, and then I'm going to call it for the night. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. Zibo mod, the cargo door stay open when you go into replay mode. Oh well. Anyways. As unstable as we were on that approach, that was a damn smooth landing. I don't know. That looked good to me. Let's hop into the cabin view and we'll back it up and we'll look at it one more time. That was smooth. I don't know. The approach got really shoddy there towards the end, but we'll back it up a little bit and Man, it was gusty there on final. That landing was smooth. Ooh, look at that wing dip. Oh man. Nah, it wasn't awful. I mean, we definitely weren't stable on the approach, but I don't think it really warranted a go around. James Doodles, help you out with the FMC. I would love to. I'm done for the night though. If you want to hop by in another stream, or if you want to go back and rewatch the VOD of the stream, I actually go through the whole cold and dark setup process and programming of the FMC. So unfortunately I can't tonight because I have commitments tomorrow and I have to go to bed. But like I said, you can rewatch this video either on Twitch here or you can watch it on my YouTube channel. And you'll actually see me set up this aircraft from cold and dark, including programming of the FMC. So, to clear a disco, I think that's what you're asking. So to clear a discontinuity, you'll go to the legs page, and you'll select the leg that you want to go in that discontinuity. I wish I could. Let me hop out of the view and I'll show you real quick. I just want to do one more view of this replay. We'll check from the other point of view, and I'll kind of walk you through it real quick. Because this view I'll get the view of the wing, and then I can hop into the FMC of my airplane and try to show you.
South at 2222, contact Phoenix approach 128.65, or sorry, 119 or 0.29.
Alright, we'll watch the landing from this point of view. You know, so we have to see if I can help this man out with his FMC. Yeah, I mean, it was gusty on approach. I mean, this isn't the worst landing I've ever had, but I love the scenery for this Albuquerque, though. I used to live in Albuquerque, and this is spot on. Pretty amazing. You can see the spoilerons doing their thing. Oh, lag spike. All right, that was smooth. I'm taking that as a good landing. The approach was kind of shoddy, but all right, let me hop out of this real quick. Out of replay mode, at least, and see if I can.
Thank you, direct Lubbock, Spirit 954.
Okay, so yeah, I understand what you're asking. You want to delete the current waypoint, so let me hop back up front really quick. Now the jet bridge wants to connect. Rip my air stairs. Okay. So let me just do this. I'll just program a quick route. We'll go to Little Rock. Now let me turn this music off. There we go. So my understanding from your question, I guess, is you went into the arrivals and you programmed. See, I can't do that with Little Rock. Little Rock doesn't have a SID. We'll just do DAL440. DAL440 has a SID. So you selected your SID, like we'll just say AR4 and iOS for 12 left, with the transition there. Okay, so now your leg page looks like this, and you have a leg that you want to get rid of or delete. There's two options to do that, really. So like I'm saying, the way I usually do it is if I have a discontinuity or a vector in here, I'll go ahead and select the waypoint below it and add that, and that will clear discontinuity. Or option B is you can select delete. So the delete button down here, and then select the leg which you wish to get rid of. So say you want to get rid of Wade's. I clicked on delete, DLE down here at the bottom of the FMC. I select Wade's, and then it will clear that leg out of the FMC. And that will put in a discontinuity now because that leg no longer exists. So to clear that discontinuity, you'll take the next valid leg or leg that you want, Like say, okay, I got rid of Wade's, I want Niter, N-I-T-E-R, to be my next leg, and I'll go ahead and just take that, drop it there, and that's it. That's really the easiest way I can think to explain it. I hope that answers your question. I hope it does. Oh, okay, so I think what I'm kind of understanding your question is you have a current waypoint, like say like Ditzy up here. It will not let you delete that current waypoint. The only thing you can actually do is either go direct to your next valid waypoint, or like I said, that's really the only thing you can do. You can't really delete that current waypoint. You'll have to go direct to your next valid waypoint, or the waypoint that you want. So, hopefully that answers your question. I'm kind of waiting for you to respond in chat and see if it does. Anyways, hope that answers your question. I tried, but it doesn't work. I don't really fly with the default 737. This is a Zibo mod. So maybe it doesn't work in the default FMC. I don't know. But hey man, thanks for stopping in. Hit that follow button. I'd appreciate it. I'd be happy to hop on with you one night and walk you through setting up the Zibo mod. It doesn't really impact your frames or anything. It flies great. You know, I'm on a low MPC and I get decent frames with it. If you really want to fly the 737 Zibo mod. Like I said, I don't mess with the default 737 at all. Anyways, guys, it's been a fun stream tonight. I hope you enjoyed watching. We are here on the ground in Albuquerque, and but yeah, man, set up the Zibo mod. The best thing you can do to set up the Zibo mod is to go to the Zibo mod Discord. Actually, not the Discord. The Threshold forums. Let me get you a link. Hang on, before I completely kill the stream. And then follow the instructions to get it set up. And then, you know, if you want to learn how to do a cold and dark setup, you can rewatch the VOD of this flight, or hey, James Fields, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Let me see here. Trying to find a link to the Zibo mod. Here we go. Follow these directions on installing the aircraft, and like I said, you can either, like I said, rewatch this video.
Albuquerque American 812.
That was a crappy link. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's the valid link. Head there, download that Zibo mod, and set that up. Because compared, the default 737 is okay, but if you want to fly the 737 as it's actually flown by real pilots, the Zibo mod is the way to go. So, also there's a Discord. Zibo has a Discord if you want to need help setting it up or have questions. See if I can get you an invite link to that. This is the link to the Zibo mod / Ultimate 737 mod Discord. I found a lot of useful information in there on getting the aircraft set up and you know, finding out when new versions are out, because this is updated very frequently. So a lot of information can be found there as well. So hey guys, thanks for coming out tonight. I am going to hop off and head to bed, and I will be back up for our normal stream tomorrow night. Anyways, thanks guys. See you next time.
I'm not afraid.
Allow me to show you something.